Welcome back to Eternal Wrestling. I'm your host, Jordan, here with my beautiful, amazing co-host, AJ.
Hello, everybody.
And in today's video, we are going to be doing the top 5 worst matches. This is not brand specific, so you're going to see AEW, WWE. That's it. That's all that we watch. I'm not watching Impact, sorry.
There was a good match with Josh Alexander and Mike Bailey on Impact recently. Okay,
who cares? So yeah, we're doing our top 5 worst matches of the year, and as always for me, just like last time, I had seen the match live for it to count, because that's just how I work. If I didn't see it live, I'm not gonna put it on there. That's mine. I don't think AJ's the same way. AJ has probably matches that he didn't see live but post or whatever. But for me, that's how my list is done. Anything you would like to say, AJ, before we get started?
I'm gonna say my line. This has become my line. Hit the bell!
Oh yeah, like, comment, and subscribe if you have any other match that you think we missed or some disagreements. You know, I love to hear it in the comments. Make sure you subscribe for more content and give us a like. Helps us out. We're a small channel, so, you know, anything helps. But to get us started, AJ, what do you have as your, I'm assuming, honorable mentions?
So my first honorable mention, Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey from WrestleMania 38. Spoiler alert. You're gonna hear the name Ronda Rousey a lot in this list, because she's just been awful. These two had a good match back at Survivor Series a few years back, and I was pretty freaking good. I don't know what happened here. Their I Quit match was decent, probably Ronda's best match of the year, but I don't know what happened here. It was just 20 minutes of like boredom, and it was just again. Just very boring match. Next, I have the Brawling Brutes versus the New Day from WrestleMania 38 as well.
I forgot.
This match went like 2 minutes, and it was just a nothing match from that WrestleMania. People say this is like one of the better WrestleManias, but like there's just a lot of shit on the card.
I disagree with that.
Next, I have Liv Morgan versus Ronda Rousey, the Extreme Rules match at Extreme Rules. Another just masterclass of shit from Ronda Rousey, and Liv Morgan just trying to do her best to get something good out of her. Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin from WrestleMania 38, another boring match from their series, from their endless feud for whatever reason. Like, just another boring, awful match. And then lastly, Jade Cargill versus Nyla Rose from Full Gear, the worst match on what was a very good pay-per-view. I just wanted to throw that in there, so yeah.
My honorable mentions are Bobby Lashley versus Omos at WrestleMania. The reason it's actually not my top 5.
I forgot this match even happened.
Is because I actually fell asleep during the match. I kid you not, AJ was gone, and our good pal Adam was also gone for that specific time. I forgot why or what was going on, but I legit
getting food.
I took a nap. I fell asleep. It wasn't intentional. I was tired, and I was like, this shit is boring. And it was so, but I didn't see it, so I couldn't count it. But it was very bad. Next I have this is more probably recency bias, because I don't know, it was just so bad and it pissed me off. It was Anna Jay versus Toni Storm. No significance with this match. It was literally like just a replacement, because who's she supposed to face? What's her name? Penelope Ford was, I think, injured, so they stuck in Anna Jay, and by God, that was one of the worst matches I've ever seen with my own eyes. The reason's not making my list is just because it didn't really have significance. So, you know, a bad match on a TV show, whatever. And lastly, any other match that Ronda Rousey has had. And you can say anything, and I'll be like, yeah, sure. Any match, anytime. Probably Ronda did a shit job. Sorry, we're very, very big Ronda haters, as you can tell.
Yeah, she's not very good at
Nothing
the
personal.
wrestles.
Sure, she's a nice lady.
5. So my number 5 breaks my heart, because these are two of my favorite wrestlers in the world. Jon Moxley versus CM Punk. Not the all-out main event. Not that one.
I like this take.
Not the one they had at All Out, because that one was very good. But the match they had on Dynamite 2 weeks before All Out. Just a very bad booking decision here from Tony Khan. I don't know why you wouldn't just have like a huge build to All Out for both the belts.
Yeah, it was very weird.
But yeah, they just gave this huge match away on Dynamite, and it ended in like 3 minutes, and Jon Moxley squashed him for some reason. They could have still done the injury angle, because they did like the ankle injury angle, but like they still could have done that at the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And make that like the story of the match. But like for CM Punk fighting from underneath. But yeah, it was just a money match wasted on to pop a rating on Dynamite, and it wasn't good at all. I don't know why this happened.
That was
People
very
liked
Vince-esque
it at the beginning because it was like a UFC angle, quote unquote, but like it just didn't play out very well, and that's my number 5.
Yeah, like I said, it's very Vince-esque to do that just for like a TV rating, you know. But I like that take though. I totally like. I didn't count it for me personally because I felt like that was just kind of like a stepping stone for like a bigger picture. But it was a match, so I mean, you know, it counts. That's why I like that. I like you put it there.
Stepping stone of shit. So
stepped on a pile of shit. At my number 5, I have Matt Riddle versus Seth Rollins Fight Pit Extreme Rules.
Oof, that's a hot take.
I watched this while I was actually on vacation with my girlfriend, and I was on the couch. I was literally just, on my phone watching it, and I was bored out of my mind. I actually ended up just looking at the other screen, which was Adventure Time, because I was like, this is more entertaining right now. It felt slow. It felt clunky. There was no huge spot, and my issue with like WWE with these like extreme matches is that they don't like to pump blood, which I understand. You don't need blood for a match to be good, but when a match is like this type where it's cage, extreme and all that, you need to step that boundary, and you need to have a massacre, because that's what this match is. It's not meant for a regular one-on-one. It's legit a blood feud between the two, right? For the build-up they had, the intensity they had, it really didn't show in the ring. So that's why it's at my number 5. If I'm being honest with you, this probably wouldn't even made the list if I watched Bobby versus Omos. But yeah, it's my number 5. It's not the worst match, but it was just very underwhelming for me, as I like Matt Riddle a lot. I like Seth Rollins a lot. I thought this was gonna be huge because they had that sick ass promo, and it just didn't live up for it. I didn't really like it.
Enjoyed it more than you did. I didn't mind it, but like it was still just meh to me.
I just didn't.
All right, so my number 4. I've talked to you about this a lot before, like we recorded this and stuff. And this is another one that breaks my heart because it's 2 of my favorite wrestlers currently. Chris Jericho versus Eddie Kingston, the barbed wire everywhere match from Fyter Fest Week 2. This match is a mess.
Yeah, it's so bad. It's so bad.
Just to put it, like, yeah. I don't know if you remember this, but do you remember the spot where I think it's Anna Jay, or it might have been Ty Mello.
I think it was Ty.
It was Ty. So she's trying to get like the lockout, and then Daniel Garcia and everyone else just says fuck it, and then goes through the rungs of like the cage that they were in. That looked very bad. And it was just a very like hokey match that's supposed to be taken seriously. Just this weird epilogue to like Eddie Kingston and Chris Jericho's feud that should have ended at Blood and Guts, but then they just had this match. The finish was very clunky with the wrong person winning and Chris Jericho. Eddie Kingston should have definitely won this match. And and then Eddie Kingston beat up Sammy Guevara and Chris Jericho in his very weird botchy ending.
Yeah.
If you wanted to make Eddie look strong, just have him win. Jericho doesn't need a win at this time of his career. So, like, I don't know. This match is just a mess.
Yeah.
They had a really good match at Revolution. The Anarchy in the Arena match is very silly and fun.
Classic.
Blood and Guts was what it was. It was great. But, like, this was just so bad. That's all I can really describe it. Just so bad.
Yeah, I'm not a type of guy to like base off wrestlers and how they look and how their weight and all that. But like at this one, it was kind of like they're both I'm not sure how old Eddie is, but I know we all know Chris Jericho's an older feller, not in the greatest shape,
40.
and it was just two like it looked like a backyard fight. It looked like two drunk uncles boxing.
Yeah,
it was
not very.
It was not good, not good. My number 4 is gonna be a mouthful, so give me a minute. Okay, Frankie Kazarian, Sammy Guevara, and Ty Conti versus Scorpio Sky, Ethan Page, and
I forgot this
Paige
match
Van
even
Zandt.
happened.
Me too. And then I lost because I was doing my research and I was looking at just like worst matches in general by like regular articles and all that, and I seen this like, bro, I forgot how shit this was. What even was the match like?
It was a trios like mixed tag.
But he was just. Why? It wasn't like Scorpio Sky getting like jumped the whole time. Didn't he look like super weak? And he was supposed to be. He was the TNT title holder, wasn't he?
He was.
And he just looked weak the whole time. It was awful. It was a filler match and a pretty good pay-per-view in Double or Nothing. And how bad it is speaks volumes. And when this is AEW's biggest event, and this is the mid-card title, and just no one remembers it, because why would they? There's nothing to remember. It was very nothing, very underwhelming, very weird, felt out of place. It felt like a match just to give the TNT title a match without it being on the line for whatever reason.
Right, yeah.
There's really nothing more to say about it except for it was just boring. Very bad. I didn't like it. That's my number 4.
So my number 3 doesn't come from WWE or AEW. This is a match that we both seen. And it just just a stain on what was once one of the most respected wrestling promotions.
Now I know you're not gonna say what I think you're gonna say.
In the world. Tyrus versus Matt Cardona versus Trevor Murdoch at Hard Times 3. They put a championship that was held once by Ric Flair, AJ Styles, Dusty Rhodes, Harley Race, and many other legends in the industry on 50-year-old out of shape Tyrus, when Matt Cardona is right there. He's right there. And the match itself is just like awful. A 10-minute just slow moving overweight dudes just running into each other. Yeah. And it's and again, Matt Cardona's right there. He's right there. And it's just like, I don't know why you would have put the belt on him. And instead of, put it on 50-year-old out of shape Tyrus. So like, that's my number 3. Yeah, there's nothing else to say. Just they put one of the most prestigious belts in wrestling history on a 400-pound, slow-moving old guy that just doesn't know how to work, never knew how to work, even when he was Brodus Clay in WWE. So, yeah, that's my number 3. I'm sad now. It's such a shame.
I didn't even put that on my list, or should have. It'd be number 1, honestly, for me. But anyways,
that's fair.
Number 3 for me is I forgot the pay-per-view. It might have been Double or Nothing. It might have been Britt Baker versus Ruby Soho.
Double or Nothing.
Double or Nothing again. It pissed me off, especially like I watched me and AJ watched it in a theater, and Ruby Soho got this grand ass entrance, live band playing, all the hype, had this, the promotion was like her upcoming, her upbringing. I was like, okay, she deserves this, because this is her expressing herself and her come ups, and then she just got fucking rocked. What did she tap out? It's like a sharpshooter or something like that. No, it wasn't a sharp. She attempted a sharpshooter and it was awful. It looked very bad.
That was a night of very bad sharpshooters.
Yeah, it was not very good.
Oh.
I don't know. I wasn't really on the Ruby Soho hype train to begin with. She's just been nothing to me, and this match didn't help do her any justice. Another match that was just kind of forgettable. I believe that match was was it the Owen Hart final? Yeah, it was the Owen Hart final, and it just wasn't good. It was boring, sloppy, and another just Britt Baker win. You bring up the Charlotte comparisons, and it's like, one of the times you could point at that, but I get what they were going with, having Britt Baker and Adam Cole with the finals, because they're together or whatever. It's cute, it's kawaii, but
goodness,
the performance wasn't up there. wasn't up to par.
My number 2, Shotzi Blackheart versus Ronda Rousey at Survivor Series. That DDT spot. That's all I will say.
By golly.
Okay, never. Okay, but yeah, there's another sloppy Ronda Rousey match, and Shotzi isn't like the greatest in her own right. She used to be very good. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Money in the Bank fucked her up. Ever since Money in the Bank, she's just been awful.
Yeah, she's just not great. And I don't know. And we knew that this match was gonna be bad, but like, wow.
It's different when a match is bad and it's botchy. Because like a match can be bad without being botchy, and that's fine. But like once you add in like the botching part, it's like oof, it's another level of shit.
Well, that's my number 2. That DDT spot again. That's all I will say.
Right. My number 2 is Chris Jericho versus Eddie Kingston, barbed wire. We spoke about it earlier, not too long ago. Bad, slow. Feud should have ended a while ago. It's just so unfortunate that this is happening, or that happened, because it was the main event of like a special Dynamite episode, and it just was terrible. Very, very bad, very slow, very
mess of a match.
Ugly. They had that stupid ending too, like you said, where like they reversed the call for whatever reason. It's like, what? Like, why?
They didn't reverse the call. Jericho won. That was the Sammy Guevara match.
Oh, Sammy, when they reversed the call. Okay, well, I'm getting
Eddie Kingston won, but then he kept beating him up. Yeah, it's another stupid finish.
Regardless, bad. This whole JAS thing, low key, is kind of falling apart for me. Not really digging it anymore. Daddy Magic's the only thing holding them up right now.
Of course, he's 5-star Menard, baby.
But yeah,
what about Jake Hager and his hat?
That's true. It's a nice hat. It's a nice purple hat.
He does like it a lot.
He likes his hat a lot. But yeah, that's my number 2.
Why do they always shit on Eddie Kingston? He's so great.
Yeah, I think just him and Jericho they just we get it. It's over. We're done with this. Move on. Eddie Kingston and JES in general just needs to be done.
So my number 1, judging by like the rest of my list and my honorable mentions, should probably come as no surprise. Liv Morgan versus Ronda Rousey at SummerSlam. SummerSlam was I didn't like it as much as other people did. But like there was some great
long ass ramp.
You know, the tractor flipping the ring spot. That's fun. The Logan Paul match was entertaining. What else happened on that show? I don't even remember.
It's fucking fever dream. WWE pay-per-views are just fever dreams, man.
Yeah, but this match happened. I believe it was the semi-main event of this card, and like it was just a 3-minute match that ended in a non-finish because Liv Morgan was put in the armbar by Ronda Rousey. Then she had her shoulders on the mat, but then Liv Morgan tapped out. Kind of led to the downfall of Liv Morgan's title reign because people really didn't like Liv Morgan after this. Just a very bad match, another shit Ronda Rousey match, and just another terrible booking decision by the WWF. So yeah, that's my number 1. I'm sad again because these matches are terrible, and I never want to think about them again after this video. So
that whole like little feud they had was just not good.
Yep,
it's not good. They're trying to make like Liv Morgan this like Extreme Rules, women's wrestler, and it's just not. I don't think it's really working. She's just, and it's no fault to her. It's just like it's just not her brand, At my number 1, I have Ronda Rousey versus Shotzi at was it Survivor Series, right?
Yep.
Very bad. We spoke on it earlier. Botchy, slow, gross, terrible. The build up oh my god, the build up for this is just terrible. Just cringe lines. Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey need to get. They need help, man. they need help.
They need a manager.
Yeah, they need someone to speak for them because this is just not working. There's no mic presence. Ronda speaks like she speaks in fucking the Facebook posts. Thing that she says, you could put a minion picture next to it, and it's just like, oh, okay, my mom posts this on Facebook. Okay, whatever. It's bad. It's really bad. She's bad at talking. She's not very good in the ring. A UFC legend, but wow, your wrestling folder or portfolio is not the greatest right now. And Shotzi's been on a downward spiral ever since that Money in the Bank, where she did not perform the greatest. And I do believe that there is still hope for Shotzi in the future, but she could regain her confidence. That's what it really feels like. It feels like a confidence thing for her, that it's like a mental block, and which I hope, if that is the case, that she does, persevere and go through. For Ronda, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with you, man. Get a manager. Just bad. I don't know why Shotzi even deserved a title shot. What was she won a match? Did she for like #1 contender? Like I don't. Not very good right now. The SmackDown women's division in general, it's just it's not in the best state. But yeah,
Raw women's division is watching the freaking SmackDown.
Yeah, the Raw women's division is significantly better than SmackDown's women's division right now.
That's it. This is a sad video. I'm sorry.
Sad video. To make things even more sad, what the fuck, WWE? Why'd you cut Mandy Rose like that? That's hella disrespect.
Yeah.
That's fucked. Like that's
not
really
even a
bad.
Suspension, a fine, nothing.
No suspension.
Just fucking fire.
No fine. Like be like, hey, don't do this. You're not gonna be on TV for the next 2 months. Okay, whatever. She either stops or then she doesn't comply. You then release her. Fucking taking her title away and then cutting her. Jesus.
Yeah.
That is so
like the worst
bad.
way possible.
Especially when there's women on this roster that have similar things to her that don't get this treatment for whatever reason, whether it's because a certain male wrestler is with them, so they get special treatment. It's so stupid. I'm not even like a huge Mandy Rose supporter. I honestly have never even seen a match, but from a just person perspective as a human, it's like fucked. Like, why'd she lose her job? I don't know. It's dumb. I hope something gets situated from this and she gets some sort of comeback somewhere. But wish the best for her. Fuck you, WWE, for that bullshit.
Yeah. This is a depressing video.
Could
have been called up on the main roster or for SmackDown. Maybe, yeah.
Just call her up, get her, have her title gone, and then suspend her. If she complies, move her up. There, you solve it. Like, I just don't get this fucking, oh, you're fired, when WWE has a history of being the most misogynistic company ever. And this woman is promoting her own business by herself, posting, they're not nudes, by the way. They're just lewd pictures that people subscribe for. I really don't see the issue here. There's nothing. She's not promoting it on the chant, like on the show. It's not like, hey, before this match, go subscribe to my Patreon and see my boobs. No, she's doing it on her own. Like, bro, this has nothing to do with the company. I really don't get it. It's super bad. But to end things on a good note, you could like, comment, and subscribe.
Turn on those notifications, baby.
Hit that bell.
This is a depressing video. I'm sorry. Maybe we'll come back with something happier.
Happy.
It's like TikTok.
Alright, we're gonna go now.
We are gonna go. I have food to eat.
He has food to eat. I gotta go somewhere. Like, comment, and subscribe. We out.
Peace.